Hey, are you a business owner who'd like to accelerate your sales and profits now without spending more money or resorting to unproven tricks, hacks, and things that are advertised online? Well, I have some good news for you. You're not alone on that. But in addition to that, I'm going to share the exact approach that hundreds of Action Coach clients in our area are using right now to grow sales and profits by 40% or more. And this approach is simultaneously tech savvy, tech agnostic, and surprisingly simple and almost common sense even at its core. And today, instead of just telling you about the five ways framework, I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I'm actually going to have Brad Sugars, the CEO of our company and founder, walk you through it with an example to boot. And if you hang around till the end, the very end, I'll even share some of the exact strategies and tactics with you and give you a worksheet so you can apply it in your business. Sound pretty good? So let's get started. I'm even going to share some exact strategies and tactics that you can apply in your business right now. So let's get started. Since the five ways to accelerate growth are so foundational to what we do at Action Coach, I'm actually going to, like I said before, I'm going to turn you over to Action Coach founder and CEO Brad Sugars for just a couple of minutes because no one explains this better than Brad. And this approach has actually been around for a decade or more and has helped thousands of Action Coach clients on a weekly basis accelerate their results. So we're going to hear from Brad, and then I'll jump back in to share some of the specific best strategies and a bonus tool that'll help you implement this approach. So without further ado, take it away, Brad.
So let me teach you the most important formula you'll ever learn in business. The 5 ways, how to multiply the bottom line profits of your business. Now there's only really 5 ways to grow a business. Leads times conversion equals number of customers. Now, what are your leads? The potential customers, the ones that contacted you. Your conversion rate, now that's the percentage of those leads that you turned into actual customers, the ones that purchased from you. Now you multiply the number of customers by the number of transactions, that's your repeat business, and your average sale. That gives you your total sales, your revenues. Multiply that by margins and you get the take-home profits. The 5 ways. See, people ask me about 3 things: customers, revenues, and profits. I put them up here in red. Why? The most important? No. The least important. See, they're the results of the other 5 items. The most important items you can work on are your number of leads, your conversion rate, your repeat business or number of transactions, your average sale, and your margins. Let's put some numbers in to make it make sense. Let's imagine in your little business you had 4,000 potential customers last year. You sold to 1 in 4 of them, or 25%. That means you've got 1,000 customers in your little business. Now, let's pretend that on average they came back twice a year to buy from you. Some bought 100 times, some bought once and you never saw them again, but the average was twice. And again, average sale. Let's make it 100 just for ease of math's sake. Again, some spent 5, some spent 500. Now, if you look at it, that gives you 200,000 in revenues in this little business. 1,000 times 2 times 100. Let's make it easy and give you 25% margins to give you a take-home profit of 50,000. Now, we're going to work on 5 areas. We're not going to try and double them. We're not going to try and do anything magic. We're only going to improve them by 10%. So 4,000, if you learn everything we teach here at Action Coach, we can get you to 4,400 pretty easily. In fact, you could probably do it by just 1 or 2 of the 80 plus strategies we can teach you. Conversion rate, more than 70 strategies to increase your conversion rate. Add that to the increase in your lead rate, and all of a sudden now at 27.5, 10% better, you're at 1,210 customers. Then we got to work on repeat business strategies. Again, more than 60 of those. In this case, we're only going 10% up, 2 to 2.2. Then we go on to your average sale. Again, we're only looking for 10% improvements in these areas. So 100 becomes 110. So of course, we've increased revenue by 10%. No. It's a 46% increase. See that? $292,820. Then we go to $80,525.50. That's a 61% improvement in your bottom line profits by just working on 5 areas. Now imagine we could do it increased by 30% in each of the areas. Look at the numbers. The numbers become staggering. Now you might get 10% in one area, 20% in another, 30 in another, or even larger. Here we go, 185,000. The 5 ways, it's real results for you to grow your business. So connect with us here at Action Coach. Get in touch. Let's help you multiply the 5 ways of your business and increase your profits.
So welcome back. I love the 5 ways framework because it is so simple. It is so common sense and it can be implemented over time. Another reason that I love the 5 ways is because it works. And I've used this exact framework to help dozens and dozens of business owners in multiple industries increase sales and profits by 40% and more. Some of them have doubled or tripled their sales or profits. And this is a big piece of how we do it. So I'm big on delivering on promises that I make. That's really important to me. And earlier I said that I would share with you some of the exact strategies and favorite 5 way strategies. So let's do that now. All right. So here we are. You can see here, this is just a big old worksheet, 5 ways to increase your business profits. And this is the worksheet. It isn't the only thing that we use, but we draw on this for some of our best ideas and practices that we share. It's just a starter program for us at Action Coach, and it helps us identify or work through what strategies might work best for our clients. So what you can see here, this is broken out by column for each of the 5 ways. You've got lead generation. And for lead generation, we have well over 80 strategies for conversion rate, improving your conversion rate, which is improving your win rate, extremely important, often overlooked. We have over 80 strategies for that as well. And then for increasing the number of transactions, it's the number of times that people buy from you. Now, it doesn't apply to every business. Sometimes a business is a one-time sale, sort of like real estate, but increasing the number of transitions and increasing the average dollar a sale all often work together. And we have 70 plus in one area, 50 plus in another. And then this last column, which is absolutely huge, right? At the end of the day, profit is what makes the business successful. And we have well over 70 profit strategies. And the great thing about this is this list is growing and growing. It never ends. With new technology, we adapt, we improve, we add. I would think with a list like this, you ought to be able to find at least a couple of strategies that would enable you to get that 10% improvement in each category that Brad talked about in his presentation, right? So here's the good news. As Brad mentioned, you only need a few strategies in this area, in each one of these areas, maybe just one or two, to get the type of success or to get success moving at a faster rate in your business. Be encouraged. This isn't that hard. There's one other thing that I do want to share with you that I mentioned, and I mentioned a worksheet. This is what we call, very simply, the 5 ways worksheet. And this is just a great place to take the strategies that you've thought of, that you might have pulled from the list, that you believe that could most help your business. And you can see very easily here, it follows the same pattern as the video, lists the strategies for each one of these areas: lead generation, conversion rate. Lists the strategies from the worksheet that I just showed you that you think could be the best option for you. And then over in this column is really cool. This is where your sales are now, and this is where you calculate the impact of the 5 ways on your business. So, if you increase your sales or your leads by 10% and your conversion rate by 10%, that's not just a 10% increase in your number of customers, right? And it carries on. So no matter what you do, if you get the 10% average improvement in each, you're going to get a 40+% increase in sales because of compounding, and you're going to get a 60+% increase in profit because of compounding. And that's just math. It's not hocus pocus or anything like that. So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed what I've shared with you. I want you to hold on for just a minute because I've got one more bonus for you. All right, so this is all pretty cool, right? And you might be asking yourself, what's the next step? Well, you could watch this video again and again, screenshot everything, and you can paste these on a Word document and start working through the 5 ways yourself. Or you can eliminate the guesswork of figuring out what are the best strategies for your business to accelerate your success and just set up a complimentary 5 ways audit session with me. That's right. I'm offering a complimentary 5 ways audit of your business, looking at this list, your business, and coming up with the strategies that we would together recommend that would get you the best bang for the buck. And we're only going to look at 2 or 3. We're not going to look at 10 or 20 because you got to master a couple things before you can master everything. And here's the thing with that strategy call, I know how most of these go, right? You set up a free call, and at the end, here's the price where you can buy all this for the low price of, and it's usually a time limited offer, right? Well, I'm not going to do that to you. There's nothing to buy at the end of the call. It's just me helping you live. So to set up your complimentary 5-way strategy call with me, just I'd ask one favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll keep you posted of anything new that I do and any other helpful strategies that I share on an ongoing basis, which I do fairly frequently. And after you've done that, just drop down into the notes section below the video. You'll find a path to my calendar. Now, you can't embed a link into the notes section of a YouTube video. Sorry. So what you're going to have to do, in all likelihood, is copy and paste the link, drop it into your favorite browser, hit enter, and boom, it'll pop up a link to my calendar, and you can pick a time and a day that works for you, and we'll be ready to go. So how's that sound? Hopefully that's a great value for you. I look forward to meeting you. I always strive and deliver more than expected. That's my modus operandi, if you want to call that. Well, that's about all I've got for you today. This is Coach Mike signing off, and I just want to encourage you to be as great as you are. I hope you have a great day and look forward to meeting you soon. Have a great day now.